It's Sunday the 5th of January 2020. School reopens tomorrow. At this very moment, across the country, I don't want to go to school tomorrow!
Mommy say I could stay home!
Drivers are crying too because the empty roads we've enjoyed for most of December suddenly disappear. There are, however, some parents that are celebrating. You know them parents that just fed up on the children and want to send them back to school? But as a new term begins, 3 schools will remain closed. Southeast Government Secondary School, Edinburgh Government Primary School, and Couva West Secondary. Southeast Secondary because workmen are essentially bulletproof in the school. Edinburgh Government because while repair work was completed in November 2019, teachers and staff are apparently discussing additional problems. Let's talk about Couva West Secondary. Since September-October 2019, the school has more or less been closed.
So if you know a Couva West student that is waking up early, getting dressed and heading to school for the last couple of months, you might want to look into that.
The school was built in 2013, and since then it's had a long history of complications. In September 2014, the PTA shut down the school because of health and safety concerns. Back then, the partnership was in power and Tim Gopi Singh was the Minister of Education. Now, the PNM is in power and Anthony Garcia is the minister. There are AC problems, a leaking roof, water problems, moldy ceilings and walls, inadequate toilets. Did they build a school or a prison? And since when do schools have ACs? You know, son, back in my day. This story is a complicated fiasco that deserves attention. On the ministry's side, there are claims of sabotage. There are empty promises of the school reopening. The Minister of Education says the school is functional. Others, including parents, claim that it isn't and that the minister is misleading the public. Somehow WASA is part of the problem. And
Not because they're digging up the road.
there's insufficient pressure in the water lines to fill the tanks at the school and the water trucks. Naturally, parents must be frustrated. Can you imagine being a parent of a Couva West Secondary School student? Drop them to school, you had to go and pick them up because the AC break down.
Mold in the ceiling, mold on the walls.
Early dismissals, water problems, you're worried about your child's education. Honestly, if I was a Standard 5 student, I would put Couva West as my first choice. Because of all the schools in Trinidad and Tobago, this school has the most amount of vacation. If I was a teacher or a principal, I'd definitely want to work there. Imagine at this very moment, there are children preparing for the new school term. They have new books, new uniforms, and new haircuts. Then there are Couva West students sitting at home with a big ass playing Fortnite. Wait.
Wait.
What about kids in Form 4 and Form 5? They've missed months of school. Do they still have to write CXC or CAPE or whatever it is called it now? Or do they get kept back? Honestly, if money is the problem and paying contractors to get the job done, I would be very disappointed. In fact, I'd be angry because as a nation, we are spending millions elsewhere. Here's an idea. If the problem persists, the leaking roof, the moles on the wall and ceilings, shitty toilets, close down the school and open a prison. Because it sounds like a prison. Transfer all the students to the president's house. I have a question for the people in charge. And I'm only asking this question because days and months and years have passed. Do you all care about these students?
Red Wall News.